Hey everyone, Team Yewchuk here, and in this video, we're going to cover off how to create an AI-powered job scorecard so that you can go from vague job descriptions to team accountability in 20 minutes. So by the end of this video, you're going to learn how to create what is called a job scorecard. It looks like this, and you'll see how using the Google Sheets AI, there's a formula that's going to write these automatically for you for critical roles in your business so that you can clearly articulate and communicate who does what in your business. So let's jump into the why and how it works before we jump into actually building it. And for context, we are in the operator to owner roadmap. We are in team operating system right here. So let's first zoom out and again talk about what a capability is through the lens of this definition here, which is be, do, and have. And another way to think of be, do, and have is your people, your processes, and the performance. So in other words, who does it, how is it done, and was it done up to our standards? So the job scorecard is how we connect these three areas together in terms of your people, your processes, and the performance. So what is the problem that we're solving for here? Quick gut check for you. Can every person on your team answer these three questions right now? Number one, what do I own? Number two, how am I measured? And number three, what does great look like for me and for my role? If the answer is no, you don't have a people problem, you have a clarity problem within your business. So just to contrast the old way with the new way in terms of this being the job scorecard, the typical old way is responsibilities just describe the tasks and the duties that they're responsible for versus describing the outcomes and the standards that they're responsible for. So this is really moving towards that continuum of creating a culture of real ownership within your business. In terms of measurement, the job scorecard, as you can see, is green, yellow, red, very clearly laid out in terms of exactly what you own and what great looks like. So again, this is what it looks like. And in terms of what we're going to be building it out and how we're going to be building it out, first, we're going to create the context of your business. This is what's going to drive the AI so it can build really good job descriptions and scorecards for you. There's an org chart built into this as well. And we're going to just go from 0 to 1. We're going to create your very first job role or your job scorecard. So what you're going to want to do is make a copy of this, and you're also going to see that there's some automations or scripts built in, which is going to allow you to do this right here. So it's going to run the script. You're going to pick the role. You're going to put in the person's name, say Sam, and it's going to create the scorecard automatically for you in the bottom. So you can see it was just generated right here. So it's going to do that automatically for you. And Command Central, this is your org planner. There are three main sections in here. You'll see on the top, there's a grouping button so that you can expand and collapse. And for this one, the first thing you want to do is just put in your company information here. So what's your company name? Put in your company URL, your link, your website, and then fill in these details on your business so that it has context, because these here are going to be called on when you build out these job scorecards. It's actually going to read the information on your company right here for every scorecard that you create. So that's step one, just fill this out right here. Step two, this is where you can brainstorm your roles right here. And over here, we have your org chart. So this is what will power this guy right here so you can visualize the org chart in your business. How does this work? Let's expand this right here. And you can see, start by listing your roles here, the roles, not the people. And then who do they report to? This here is just going to pull from this. And this is what generates your org chart, this guy right here. And then you can track how many team members with this role. And this is where you're going to be picking a role and brainstorming. So let's start with let's do a technician. So I'm going to go back here, and this is going to help me brainstorm a technician. So let's just type in technician right here. Now this turned purple because this is a AI generated cell. So I'm going to click this button here and it'll refresh. And you can see for a technician, it's suggesting perform equipment repairs, install units, service parts, troubleshoot, maintain safety standards. So if you want to make any changes here, you can add the notes here, and you're also going to see below a job posting. So let's just click generate again. And you can use this for posting in Indeed and when you post for this job right here automatically. And so this is what is going to form your job scorecard right here. So we've got a role, we have a suggested responsibility, right? We're doing the technician here. And what I would suggest, what makes this much, much easier is let's start by creating a new scorecard. So I'm going to click this button here. I'm going to go generate new scorecard. And let's grab technician. And let's say your technician's name is Paul. So we'll go generate technician scorecard. It's going to automatically create it down on the bottom. Here it is. So once you have the responsibility titles here and you're happy with them, then you're going to generate these. If you aren't happy with these, again, make adjustments here. So for example, let's say paperwork's important here. So paperwork is critical here. I'm going to add that note, and it's going to update that to include that piece. You'll see incomplete, inaccurate, or late paperwork that hinders billing. So this is where you can really modify it and make it custom to exactly what you want to see right here. You can leave it blank if you want, but this is to allow you to customize it. Okay, so once you're happy with this, and by the way, the core values you don't have to use, it is here. You can delete this if you want, but you'll see on the right-hand side, how this works is it's to form a conversation and a consensus around where would you see yourself when it comes to performing equipment repairs. 1 to 3, 4 to 6 is in between, and 7 to 9 is in the green. So give a number, give a why, and then you as the manager or the leader can also give a number, have conversation, have consensus, and plug in the actual number here, which will give you a score right up here. And again, this really is powerful in terms of just conveying and articulating what great looks like within a job, within a role, and specifically broken down into these areas. So again, we've created one for Paul here. And how to turn this into a PDF, you're going to see a second option here. I'm going to say download PDF, and it's going to pop up a form here. You're going to pick Paul in this case, download that PDF, and you could print it out and fill it out and then have those numbers put in here after the meeting. So just to recap here, you want to first start by putting in your company information, because this is going to be referenced in the scorecards so that they're more relevant and useful. You're going to use this second section to brainstorm the actual responsibilities if you want some help. And then if you want to add to the job posting below here, if you have some specific benefits, wage ranges, etc., put those in here, and it's going to grab those to create this job posting for you. So this is designed to be a high converting job posting in terms of how the formula is written, and it's going to be specific to your business and specific to the role. And then to manage and keep track of all the roles as you build them out, plug them in here. Use this for creating your org chart. This will again create this. And best thing to do is to go from 0 to 1. So pick one, create your first. And again, to do that, you're just going to recommended have this in front of you. Do the split screen if it's easier, but click job scorecard and click generate scorecard for this role. And you'll want to pick a role and optionally put in a name. And then once it's created, you can print out the PDF. So with that, good luck. And again, going from 0 to 1 is the best place to start because you'll go through the learning curve much, much faster and it'll feel much, much easier. So with that, good luck, and we'll see you in the next video.